Welcome to this demonstration of how to plan a private cloud migration using the Microsoft Assessment and Planning Toolkit. Microsoft Private Cloud Database Solutions are the result of a long-term strategic alliance with Hewlett-Packard to deliver a new class of applications for enterprise customers. HP Enterprise Database Consolidation Appliance hardware, optimized for SQL Server, is a turnkey implementation of a private cloud solution. Proven technology from Microsoft, including the Windows Server operating system, Microsoft System Center products, and SQL Server data management software, enables you to reduce implementation risk while scaling your business. With Microsoft Private Cloud Database Solutions, you can consolidate thousands of databases and reduce capital and operating costs to achieve a low overall cost of computing. The Microsoft Assessment and Planning Toolkit, or MAP, is an agentless, automated multi-product planning and assessment tool for quicker and easier desktop, server, and cloud migrations. MAP provides detailed readiness assessment reports and executive proposals that include extensive hardware and software information, as well as actionable recommendations to help organizations accelerate their IT infrastructure planning process and gather more detail on assets that reside within their current environment. The latest version of MAP has been significantly enhanced to enable private cloud appliance migration planning scenarios. In this demonstration, you'll see how a data center administrator can use the Microsoft Assessment and Planning Toolkit to perform an inventory and assessment of existing systems as part of the planning process to support server migrations into a Microsoft private cloud appliance. The first step for a data center administrator is to perform an inventory of existing systems that will be part of the migration. This wizard can be used to automate the process of performing the inventory. MAP supports several different discovery methods. In this scenario, we'll scan an IP address range. Next, we'll supply credentials to an administrative account that has access to the machines in that address range. Now we're ready to perform the inventory. One important feature of MAP is that it's agentless, meaning we do not need to install special software on each server in order to gather our data. The inventory is now complete. Once MAP has gathered the inventory data, we can generate and view a report of the findings. Since we're just interested in migrating our database servers to the private cloud right now, we'll only prepare a report for SQL Server discovery. Here's the report that was generated. This summary screen shows how many database services were discovered. The Database Instances tab gives more detail on each server, including computer name, SQL Server product and version, current operating system, server details, and migration recommendations. The second step is to collect performance data on the SQL Server instances. This data will be used to later generate recommendations on consolidating database servers and optimizing placement on the private cloud appliance. We'll filter the list of computers to gather performance metrics only on those running SQL workloads. Again, we'll provide administrator credentials. Now we can specify an end time for the performance collection. To gather accurate data and provide the best recommendations, collect performance data for as long as is required to capture peak utilization. Data gathering for longer periods can help capture bi-weekly or monthly batch processes, so that these peak requirements are appropriately factored into appliance-specific VM sizing and placement guidance. We're now ready to gather our performance metrics. Once we've finished collecting performance data, we can run the Microsoft Database Consolidation Appliance Wizard, which will provide specific recommendations for how to optimize SQL Server instances on the private cloud appliance. This screen allows us to specify the appliance onto which we will consolidate our SQL Server instances. We'll select all the SQL Server instances that we previously identified. Now we're ready to complete the assessment. Once the assessment has completed, we can view a summary of the findings. Each virtual machine has been categorized. This categorization is used to help determine placement on the appliance. Now we can generate the complete report. This report will provide specific sizing and placement guidance for the appliance. The Summary tab shows the number of devices that have been discovered and the placement recommendations. The Machine Categorization tab shows additional details related to the consolidation profile for each machine. The Consolidation Placement tab shows the recommended host for each SQL Server instance, as well as projected CPU, memory, and disk utilization. This combined view allows administrators to evaluate combined resource utilization. No machines were unplaced when we ran the consolidation report. If any instances had been unplaced, the performance characteristics that were not a fit would be provided, so that administrators could understand why the instance was not recommended for placement, or point to areas for further analysis. The ROI Integration Values tab provides the values needed to fill out the Microsoft Database Consolidation Appliance ROI Workbook, which can be downloaded from the Microsoft Private Cloud website. This workbook can be used to help estimate the total return on investment of migrating to a Microsoft Private Cloud appliance. Finally, this Optimized Placement tab is a reference for understanding the actual Microsoft Database Consolidation placement recommendations shown previously. As a data center administrator, we might want to customize the assessment report. For example, we might know that a SQL Server instance categorized as small will be used more frequently in the near future and will require more resources. Once we've customized the assessment to our preferences, we can generate a new report with the updated recommendations. As you've seen, the Microsoft Assessment and Planning Toolkit makes it easy for data center administrators to perform an inventory of machines, gather performance metrics, and generate actionable recommendations for optimal placement of server instances on the Microsoft Private Cloud appliance. Thanks for watching. For more information, please visit the Microsoft Private Cloud website.